So we are here again. Welcome back, all you. So there we have protocol. We are here on the protocol. We were here in the protocol. So let us start. So first of all, what is protocol? It is a set of rules that governs the network. That is what we call to the protocol. And we have a type of protocol: TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol, IP, Internet Protocol. If you would remember, I have also, I had also told about this, that what is the work of TCP and IP. TCP, it means assembling of data and breaking of data at the source and the destination level. This things done by TCP and IP. Transmission Protocol is a connection-oriented protocol. First, the connection between the sender and receiver is established through protocol called handshake (RTS). Okay, TCP is responsible for division of data. Okay, large packet to transmit a small data packet called data grams, and the receiving data it is also TCP, the same thing, which is responsible for the packet to be assembled together and also divide the large packet into a small packet. IP is responsible for forwarding, and IP is only thing which is responsible for address. It means that it is responsible whether the data has been transferred to at its destination level or not. This is the responsibility of IP. Okay, then we have a FTP, file transfer protocol. It allows transfer of file. You need to this protocol. You need to remember all the protocols which I'm going to show you here. All you have to do is to learn the definition, because most of the time in examination definition is asked. Okay, so we have to know that what are the definition of that FTP file transfer. Even though you are not well aware with the definition, that will be okay. But the thing is that whether you know definition or not, definition a very important thing. So FTP has a definition called file transfer protocol. So it allows transferring data file from one system to another. As the name itself suggests, you can read from there to website using FTP client and FileZilla. Okay. Then we have PPP, point to point protocol. You again, I'm saying that again, I'm insisting on that. You have to learn the definition. Definitions are very important things in there. So point to point protocol that we have, it is a commonly data link protocol used to the direct connection between the two nodes. You can learn the definition. I'll in this video I'll only tell the definition, because definition is very important. Also from notes you can learn about the these things. What, sorry, full form is very important. Okay, that was a slip of my tongue. Sorry for that. Then we have a SMTP. SMT is simple mail transfer protocol. Okay, simple mail, it is a software to transmit an email over the internet. Okay, over the internet. Okay, then we have a POP3, post office protocol. Now this POP3 and this PPP. Most of you need to remember the difference. Where PPP means point to point protocol, POP3 means post office protocol. Whereas POP3 is post office protocol, but it is a client. This is the version 3, the version for that. It is a client server protocol which an email is received and held for you by internet server. It also allows to download the receive message on local machine using tool like Outlook, that a user can read them. Then we have a VoIP, voice over internet protocol, as you all know, and 4G voices are there. And a voice connection over the connection, you can read from there. These things are there. It is a package store and forward technique. Then we have a telnet means it means that telephone network. The definition is not been written here, but you can write from there. Telnet means the definition, the full form is telephone network. It is used to remote login. It will used to remote login. For example, if you will give me that code, if you'll give me something like that, I can access your computer right from standing anywhere in the world. That is what we call to be the telnet. It means that I am allowing you to remote login on my computer as a system user. That is what we call to be the telnet. It is a user command and altering TCP/IP protocol for accessing remote computer that we have. Okay, most of the customer can use this type of we use this technique in order to have a established connection between your computer and their computer, so that they can fix the issue that you are suffering from. Then we have a HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. Okay, HTTP, hypertext user transfer file over internet, over all files and other data resolved from one computer to another on the www client and server. Then we have, okay, these are the football. So first of all, let us again revise. HTTP, hypertext transport, telnet, telephone network; VoIP, voice over internet protocol; POP3, post office protocol; SMTP, simple web transfer protocol; PPP, point to point protocol; FTP, file transfer protocol. Okay, then we will proceed ahead. So this is a wireless mobile communication, GSM, global system for mobile communication. That is the full form GSM, which you need to remember again. It provides its subscriber with roaming facility. GSM was a system which was pre-existing at that time. You remember Reliance were there. Okay, that was mostly CDMA. CDMA, even CDMA has a full form. CDMA, code division multiple access. Code division multiple access. That is the full form of CDMA. It was also the key feature of GSM is the SIM. What is the full form of SIM? Subscriber identity module. Okay, known as the SIM card. We need to remember again. You have to remember this GRBGP, General Packet Radio Service. That is a full form of GPRS. It is a packet-based wireless communication technology that charges user based on the volume of data and they send rather than the time. It was around 2G and 3G technology. GPRS was used. It lies between 2G and 3G. Here it is written here. Okay. WLL. It is also one of the important thing. Wireless in local loop. Whether you know definition or not, that is a different thing. That is different. But you must have to know about the full form of all the protocols which I'm going to show here. YLL means wireless in local loop. It is a wireless phone facility to communicate with each other in order to get a better voice quality. Okay, these things you remember. It consists user handset and a base station. Wireless in local loop. Then we have CDMA, which I was talking about. CDMA is code division multiple access. It is a digital cellular technology that uses spectrum technique. Okay. CDMA phones were not using a SIM card. The simple difference between CDMA and GSM was that CDMA does not use the SIM technology. For example, in CDMA phone, we doesn't